What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It is your boy, TheGlacierr, and today we are going to be talking about how I went 10-0 in my placements in Season 8. And I already know what you're thinking. GLacierr, what the hell? Season 8 hasn't started. Clickbait, dislike. I'm exiting out of the video. Before you guys flame me, let me just explain what I'm talking about real quick. So back in Season 7, I actually managed to go 10-0 in my placements with GAREN, with this exact strategy that we're going to talk about for the rest of the video. Countless other friends have done this as well. High elo players have done this stuff. It's a goddamn good strategy, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's just jump right into this. So like I said, this is what I'm going to use again to go 10-0 in my placements in Season 8 as soon as ranked is available. Okay, so the first thing that you need to know is you do not want to play ranked right away. And I know that seems a little counterintuitive. You're like, GLacierr, what the hell are you talking about? The reason you do not want to play ranked right away is because everyone from bronze to challenger, pro players, are going to start. As soon as ranked is available, everyone is going to start. And what that means is as soon as you end up playing ranked, all 10 of your games, you're going to end up getting placed, or you're going to just be always playing against people that don't actually belong in the elo you're playing in. So let's say you're a gold player, for example, and some random diamond 5 player ends up getting put in your thing because he got some bad MMR, he had some bad luck or whatever. He ended up getting placed in gold. So I mean, these are the things that are going to happen. So that means it's going to be significantly harder for you if you have to go against that diamond 5 player to win that game. You're going to end up getting crushed in lane. You're just going to get shit on, and you're going to be like, Riot, why the hell didn't I listen to GLacierr? And it's going to be an annoying process to deal with. So that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to just wait to play. And you don't have to not play ranked at all. I recommend playing on a Smurf account and kind of just waiting maybe 5 days or a week to play on your main account. Create another account or play on a Smurf account, whatever you can do, and play all your games on that. Trust me when I say this, this is a big deal. Now, the second thing is that you're going to want to make sure you are good and ready before playing ranked. You want to set yourself up for success. Now, again, what I mean by this is you want to always, every time you're going to play one of your placement games, you need to make sure you are in a good state of mind. Make sure you don't have any homework that you need to do. Make sure you're not in a bad mood. Make sure you've played a nice warm-up game before hopping into that game. You want to just be in the best. You want to be at your peak performance in league, and you also want to be at the best state of mind so that you're not tilting, you're not raging, you're not making stupid mistakes. You're just feeling very clean and very powerful about what you're doing. This is also a very commonly overlooked thing too. People are always just they're so anxious to start the new season when you have an entire year to play on your account. All you got to do is just be patient for one whole week with this account. Like I said, these 10 games really can greatly impact whether you're going to be hard stuck gold 5 or you're going to be into diamond. Like it's up to you. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to develop or adopt a strategy that is all about winning and not getting fed. I'm not going to lie, this is probably one of the most important bullet points that we're going to talk about. Now, what I mean by develop or adopt a strategy is I don't mean you need to do the Kale Master Yi boosting strategy. I don't mean you need to do anything fancy like that. What I do mean is for whatever champion that you're playing, there's always someone that's like a challenger player or a high diamond player or whatever. They always have their certain method of doing things. So for example, for me, what I like to do is I like to play very safe top lane for the first 5 minutes or so, and I play off my opponent's mistakes. I freeze the wave. Any lead that I get, I immediately start shoving it down their throats, and I split push like crazy. That's my strategy. That's how I play the game. It works real great for me, but it may not work for you. So you need to figure out something like that. If you plan on just going into ranked, you pick up Riven or Yasuo, Kha'Zix jungle, Kha'Zix mid lane, some kind of thing like that that revolves only around getting fed. It's just, you're lowering your chances of winning because you're just relying solely on your mechanics. Now, obviously, if you're a god at the game, then, you know, go for it. But it's just, all these 10 games, you want to pull out all the cards. You know, maybe create a strategy where you're level 1 invading their jungler and taking their red buff. You know, try and just come up with some certain things, or find them all over YouTube. There's countless strategies on YouTube in the League of Legends community. So try and find something like that that's going to give you a little advantage in any way, shape, or form. I promise you it's going to help. Now, the next thing is, again, this is a commonly overlooked thing too, but you are going to never, ever duo queue. Never duo queue ever. Now, the reason being is that when you duo queue with your buddy, what's going to end up happening to your team's MMR and ELO is it's going to be dropped. Now, the reason that is because you got two people together. It just makes sense. That's what Riot does. I don't know why they do that, but it makes the game significantly harder to do it. So 9 times out of 10, your 3 teammates are going to end up either feeding their asses off or just breaking even or doing okay, whatever. So that means all the weight of the game is going to fall on you and your friend's shoulder. Now, if you guys are good and you have some kind of Kayle Master Yi boosting strategy or Heimerdinger release strategy, whatever, then obviously go for it. But if you don't have something like that, if you guys just plan on playing, one person's playing AD carry, one person's playing top lane, one person's playing mid, top, you have no you have no duo strategy, then do not bother. The games are going to be significantly harder to win. All right, so the 5th thing you are going to want to do is you are going to want to study the hell out of the best player for whatever champion that you want to main. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys already do this, but pretty much before you ever even start taking ranked seriously with your main champion or your 2 main champions, or before you bust out all your placement games, you want to go and do your homework just a little bit. You know, maybe watch a couple of YouTube videos, go read a couple of guides, go watch a couple of streams, just go try and find the best players on the champions that you want to be good with, because chances are they're going to have a lot of insight on how you're going to win more games with the champion, little tips and tricks. You're just going to get better knowledge, better game knowledge, better awareness overall by learning from someone that is much, much better than you are at this game. Personally, that is what I have always done. Back in Season 3, like I said before, I watched nothing but Bishu, who was the best Nidalee player in the entire world. He was like on the Korean server, he was like Diamond 1, Master Tier Challenger, or something like that. And all I would do is I would just watch countless hours of him streaming. I would take notes on what he was doing. Anytime he said something that was really important, I would take notes on it. I would adopt his playstyle and put it into my own. If I saw him split pushing one game, guess what? I was split pushing the next game I played. So that really helped to skyrocket my elo, and I started to win a lot more games. And I think this is something that you guys can do. If you can manage to watch, you know, an hour or more, I think that'll be a pretty good start. But definitely have this as a habit. A lot of people don't do this for some reason, and I have no idea why, but definitely try and make this a habit, and I promise you, you will see your elo skyrocket. Another thing that I want to mention too is when I mean the best player, not every person is going to be good to watch. So there's a lot of people out there like Bjergsen and just a lot of like pro players that just sit in front of the camera and they just play. And yes, they're the best players and you can learn a decent amount from them, but it's better that you watch someone that's very good at the game, that commentates and tells you exactly what they're thinking. Why did you freeze the wave right there? Why did you go for that tower? Why did you put that ward in that brush? You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to find streamers or YouTubers or videos or anything that do stuff like that. A good recommendation that I always go to is Solo Renekton Only. He explains the shit out of top lane like no other person. Go check him out on YouTube. He's got a lot of streams, a lot of videos, a lot of good information on very important things that you need to understand, not only for Renekton, but countless other champions as well, and just overall fundamentals of the game. But you need to find people like this for the specific champion that you're doing. Make sure that they're at least Diamond and above. Do not watch anyone that is below Diamond because they have no clue what they're talking about. All right, last and certainly not least, never give up no matter what. Now, I know I'm sure that's obvious to 99% of people watching this video, but never giving up. Just think about this. So you have 10 games to play. If you could manage to not rage, to not type like crazy, to only be helpful, putting timestamps in, being a positive teammate, just never giving up mentally or showing it off in the game, your 10 games are going to go that much smoother. People are going to appreciate it a lot more. There's going to be less AFKs, less AFKs. less tilters, all that stuff. Like I said, all you have to do is just be calm, be patient for those 10 games, and then you could run it down mid on your 11th game. Let's say you get placed into platinum, like fuck it, I'm never getting out of here. Run it down mid for all I care, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, in those 10 games, you were gonna definitely see a big difference in at least, I don't know, I'd say like 2-3 game difference or something. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, this is a strategy that I did not create. It was told to me by my Master Tier friend. He's gotten Master Tier and Diamond 1 consistently, I think, since Season 3 with using this exact strategy. Red Mercy also talked about this in one of his Master Tier videos. I think when he finally hit Masters, he was saying that all he would do is make sure that he wouldn't play any more than a few games on his main account per day. He was always in a perfect state of mind. He was feeling comfortable. He was warmed up. He was always ready to go. So these are strategies not only used by me, but they're used by countless others. So I highly recommend them, that you guys try them out. And make sure you guys do me a favor and drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.